Brandon, talk about the effort. And right there for the 3 points. Final minute, you can't ask much more than that against a good team.
Yeah, we played our hearts out. I thought everybody played really well. Worth went down, and some people stepped up and played as hard as we could. Did mostly everything we talked about doing, and just a few plays didn't go our way, and everybody played really hard, and it was great to see. I was proud of everyone.
I think this is an indication that if you play like that this entire season, you're going to win some games.
That's what we're hoping for.
Yeah, just like Brandon said, I think everybody played their hearts out. Everybody who came off the bench, we had a lot of freshmen step up. First game of their careers to be against Michigan State, that's a big game. But they came in, didn't play with nerves, and played hard for us. And I think a lot of guys did exactly what Coach told us to do before the game. We gave up a couple plays here and there, but I couldn't be more proud than my guys, with the effort they gave. So.
Obviously, it's pretty rare to get a ranked team here. What did you opening game did you guys? What was the thought? What did you guys talk about from that aspect leading up to this game?
It was just a great opportunity to play such a well-respected team, and we just wanted to give everything we had because we had nothing to lose. So we came out and played our hearts out, and see what would happen at the end of the day. Unfortunately, we lost by 5 points, but I thought we were right there the whole game, and we didn't stop. And unfortunately, it just didn't end in our favor.
Coach, you're very familiar with Tom Izzo and his type of his style of play at Michigan State from your days at Penn State. How much of an advantage was that in helping you prepare for this game?
Well, I don't know if it was an advantage. Well, first of all, let me say, Tom did an unbelievable thing by coming here in our first year of our Quicken Loans Veterans Classic. A lot of guys really didn't want to take that step, but he was a guy that never flinched and said, "Hey, I'll come and I'll help you kick this thing off." And so, I got a great deal of respect for him and his program, and great gratitude to him. When you play Michigan State, as these guys will test, there's 3 things I think you have to be able to do. Is you have to embrace the physicality of the game. It's going to be a physical game, and you better be able to embrace that. And next thing is you better play great transition defense, and then you better rebound the ball. And if you do those 3 things, you give yourself a chance to be successful. But if you don't embrace the physicality of the game, and you don't get back in transition and make them play half court and rebound it, and then you got no chance. So that's been my experience with Tom's teams over the years, and we played them, I don't know, 20 times. So you have to do those 3 things. Those are like the basic things. And now if you shoot well, you take care of the ball, and miss some shots, then you got a chance to win.
Tom said you all ran your stuff well. Were you happy with the way you executed?
Yeah, I thought we executed pretty well, Bill. We were pretty, we were pretty basic, but I thought we had to be. I thought our guys needed to know where they were going to be. We played a lot of young guys tonight, especially when Worth went down. Now we were looking at a couple more freshmen, and I didn't want to get, we didn't want to get too crazy because I thought it was more important that we just play, do the things that we know to do, then add a lot of different wrinkles to things. So we were pretty vanilla, but I thought it was pretty effective. This evening, I thought we executed okay, and I thought we did a nice job executing, take care of the ball.
And how is Worth at this point?
He's going to have an X-ray tomorrow. He dislocated his kneecap, put it back in. That's never a positive thing. So they're going to take a look at that tomorrow and see what that brings. But other than that, I don't know. He won't make this trip to Notre Dame now. So we'll see. We'll see what the MRI and X-rays and all that stuff reveal.
Tom also said that he thought this was easily the best team that you had since you got here.
Yeah. There's no question about that. I mean, we've been. I think these 2 guys have done a nice job growing with the program, along with Worth. We've added some other pieces to the puzzle, so we're a much improved team. But we'll see what happens to Worth and how we're going to fill in if we have to. We have a couple other guys out. These other guys have stepped up and done a nice job. So yeah, we're a much improved team. I don't know what that's going to do in terms of wins and losses, but I think if we continue to make progress, we'll be fine and we'll win some games, and these guys will have some fun.
Brandon, how do you get the team, you talk about getting some wins, you have to play this way. How do you get them to put that kind of effort against every other team on the schedule that's not Michigan State and a ranked opponent?
All right, well, we just have to have the right mindset before every game, just like we did tonight. You know, everybody's together. We all had a lot of energy. You know, our captain's done a great job of getting us all together. You know, we really feel like a close-knit group, and it really just comes down to that, coming out every game focused on what we have to do and executing when it comes down to it.
What did you think about Ed?
Yeah, Ed did a nice job tonight. And, you know, this is his first time out, really. He was a freshman last year and had limited minutes. He's played pretty well, and you know, happy for him, proud of him. I thought he battled, and him and Will Kelly did a nice job at that 5 position for us. You know, together, you know, they made a nice combination. So, you know, they got 18 points, I think, together. So that's tremendous out of the 5 spot. You know, 12 and 6. So we'll take that. If those guys can give us some solid point production and rebound production in the middle, that'll be very, very positive for our team going forward.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry if you're going to ask this, but you're obviously pretty familiar with Michigan State. As the teams, how much did that help you tonight?
Yeah, we talked about that. I don't know if you know, you got to do 3 things. I mentioned that, and the 3 things are: you got to embrace the physicality of the game, you got to play great transition defense, and you got to rebound the ball. You got to do those three things if you're going to play Tom's team. And then, you know, if you make some shots and they miss a couple, then you got a chance to win the game. But the physicality of the game, he's going to execute his stuff. You know, but you got to be ready to play, and you got to be playing 40 minutes, and you got to be somewhat physical. Not you know, physical setting screens, physical blocking out, physical running through passes, to give yourself a chance.
You're looking for somebody at the wing spot. Did Jace Hogan show you something?
Yeah, he was another freshman we threw in there. You know, I thought we needed some scoring. Some other guys have played pretty well doing, you know, in practice, but Jace can shoot the ball, he can score the ball, and I thought with Worth out, we needed to try to find somebody who could score some baskets for us, and he did score a couple, and he missed a couple easy ones. But he's a freshman. This is, you know, he was playing, you know, St. Catherine's last year down, you know, Jacksonville, Florida. Now he's got the Spartan. It's a little bit different, and you know, it's like I tell those guys all the time when we're preparing for a game, you know, Bill, like this or whatever, and they're not playing hard enough, and you know, I said, you know, fellas, we're not playing, you know, your high school schedule anymore. You've got some other people on the schedule that you've never seen, and I think he'll grow. He had some growth tonight. We had some Sean Anderson had growth tonight, and Bryce Dolan, and a couple of the other freshmen. So that was positive for us. Played a lot of young guys.
What about Tills? How do you feel he performed? I thought he was only out of control one time.
Tilman Dunbar?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll show him on tape. Yeah, he was out of control a couple times, but he played a nice floor game. He's a competitive kid and wants to do well. I thought this was a great start for him. You know, first game back, he played very well, and I thought Brandon Venturini had been on him for 2 weeks about rebounding the ball, and he had 5 defensive rebounds tonight. So these 2 guys pulled their weight and did a nice job, and we've you know, improved. We've improved a lot in the last 10 days as a team. I think we've shown a great improvement.